What is up, samurais? It is your boy Prodigy, and we are back on the channel. And today is post commentary as we have week 1 of the Ptfl season with your UCLA Bruins taking on YoungMack and the LSU Tigers. And this was your boy's debut in the Ptfl this year. As you can see, Max coming into season number 6. We're coming in number 12 as one of the new guys. And we decided to honor the man, the myth, the legend, the Black Mamba himself, Kobe Bean Bryant, in the debut. Yes, both teams are wearing the dark. He preferred the purples, and obviously I'm wearing the Black Mambas. But coming out, today, I knew he liked to pass a lot, so I decided to do a lot of zone blitzes just to defend both the run and the pass. As you can see, we held 10 to nothing there. But honestly, my game plan was simple on defense: get him to make mistakes, make him make bad passes, make him kind of frustrated, and on offense, just pound the rock with the three-headed monster of Charbonnet, Reggie Jones, and DTR. As you see, we got to stop there for -4 on Isaiah King. And honestly, this game went kind of according to plan. We did have the kind of mess up in the fourth, you'll see later. But defense, I gotta give hats off to them. They played amazing. As you can see, Grayson Murphy getting the sack there to make it 3rd and 21. This defense, I was nervous and kind of like don't know how they're going to play against some teams because we don't have the speed that other teams have in their receiving core. And I knew that this defense can make plays, but will they? But you know, they got the first stop there. You see DTR 2nd and 11 with about 4 minutes left to go in the opening. Charbonnet, absolutely, if I had to choose an MVP for week 1, it's Charbonnet, because he was making runs like that you just saw where he was just running through the lineup. DTR was on point today on offense and moving the ball up and down the field. As you can see, 2nd and 1 here, took it off on the QB draw, got us inside the 2, I believe down to the 1 there. And then 1st and goal here. I mean, you know the game plan. Give it to number 24. Charbonnet taking the contact, dragging the LSU defender in for our first score of the game. And that was pretty much the plan the entire game. Just hand the ball off, run it down their throats, make them make decisions. Davies did struggle. He is a freshman, though a lot of times in the slot he was getting that. But here, tried to go outside, almost interception by Vaughns. But then the very next play, trying to go for the in route, I get back in time, gets the interception, and I get tripped up by the dive, and we set up shop right outside the 30-yard line. Tried to get inside, the pass goes a little bit too wide, and we take advantage. 3rd and 8 here towards the end of the first quarter. Tried to get to Zeke, got it complete. Zeke fighting through the arm tackle to get the first down as we keep it pushing towards the end of the first quarter. Dropping back the pass. DTR absolutely fits this ball into Cam Brown. I still don't know how he got that ball in. But into the first quarter, we're at, once again, inside the 5, trying to go up 2 scores here. 3rd and goal. Kind of like trying to figure out what to do here because he kind of held up the runs, did back-to-back runs. The first one kind of got held up. Second one ended up losing 3 off of the hit, and Charbonnet ended up stumbling backwards. We try to go for the wide receiver sweep here. And Allen once again tries to cut inside, gets stopped, and we fall right inside the 1-yard line. I did contemplate going for it, but it was still early. Our defense was playing well. Decided to take the 3 to go up 10-0. And by this point, I was feeling good. I felt like the momentum was on our side. 1st and 10 here for Mack. He tries to drop back, throws an ill-advised pass, and Hearn picks it off for our second interception in back-to-back drives. And once again, our offense was able to get back out there. DTR rolling out and absolutely getting 8 yards there. And that's my thing with DTR. This season's going to come down to see how consistent he is, because if he plays like he played in this game, we can be a force against any team, no matter how high, as you see him absolutely dime Kashmir Allen there for 26 yards. But then in some scrims, he very much struggled to put the ball on target, very much struggled to move the ball down the field. But when he can do that, it allows Charbonnet to do things like that, and this line to just do what they do best, which is block for the run. As you see, 3rd and 4 here in the second with 4:30 to go. I think the main thing we did struggle with in this game is not really finishing drives like we wanted to, as DTR misses Reggie Jones there. I think if he hits that, we get the first, but we end up getting 3 again, going up 13-0, solidly in control, as Mack once again is facing a 3rd down. But this time hits the in route, saw it too late. Kirkwood gets beat by Malik Neighbors, 13 yards there. And this is the point in the game where Mack really, I believe, started to find his routes. And he started really going to that in route and the out corner route you're going to see a lot of. I think he saw that I was kind of playing the zone blitz here to stop the run and cover all the passing lanes. Beats my user there. I just played too far in on the post. Gets 17 yards to Mason Taylor. And this was the first drive where I say he really put something together. Tyndall gets to the outside. Vaughn makes the tackle, holds him 2nd and inches. I believe he ends up getting the first anyway. And then right here, I choose the wrong side. He gets Isaiah King for the 1-yard touchdown to make it a 1-score game. But I wasn't freaking out. I wasn't threatening or anything, because I was confident in this offense going forward. And we were moving the ball, even though we only put up 13 with 2 turnovers. Charbonnet was running through the Tigers defense, as you can see there. And I started to incorporate some no huddle offense just to keep him off guard. Rolling out here, dimes Kashmir Allen again. He gets 17. They did review it here, and apparently on the turn up right there, he steps out of bounds, and they ended up bringing it back a couple yards, but we still ended up getting the first. But DTR was very much locked in passing the ball. I think he only had like 5 incompletions the entire game, as Charbonnet continuing to run tough. Like I said, Charbonnet was the MVP. He was doing it all on the ground, catching the ball. Just Charbonnet. I was contemplating whether or not to put Reggie Jones in over him. He definitely showed he was the guy, as DTR takes off here for a gain of 22. And with him and Reggie and DTR running the offense together, that 3-headed Hydra, if everyone's locked in, we can get it done. As you can see, 3rd and 7, threw a really bad pass, but luckily he dropped it. And we get another field goal to go up 16-7 with 34 seconds left in the half. And pretty much my goal here to end the half was just not give up a touchdown. As you see, the out corner again, Davies getting beat. Davies is our best slot corner, so I can't really replace him, but he's also a freshman. So I think he's going to get beat a lot this season. I got to make that decision of whether or not to keep him off the field and go to linebacker, or keep him on the field and just live and die. But 14 seconds left. He's in our territory at about the 25-26. Blaylock could have ended the drive there, but he drops it. Blaylock, our best kind of secondary player. 3rd and 10 here, 7 seconds. But Blaylock, going back to it, Blaylock, I need him to step up this year. He's our best guy, and I need him to step up and make catches like that. And here, throws up a prayer and gets it. Malik Thomas just beats our defender in the corner. And that one slightly annoyed me because I'm like, we could have had a 16-7 lead going into the half. And I mean, that's just a good ball, and Thomas gets it, and we go into the half up 16-14. Yeah, coming out in the second half, I knew LSU kind of had the momentum after that touchdown in the end of the first half. So my goal was trying to like to nix that and continue to shut down the run, even though King saw got 7 there. He was starting to find his groove and kind of starting to find what worked, but the line was also getting to him as Latu got back there to make it 3rd and 15. Kind of just wanted to make his new quarterback kind of harassed and uncomfortable because last year he had Jayden Daniels and this year it's gone. But, you know, he started to find what routes worked in the zone and kept going back to it. But I still trusted this defense even though it's in the 3rd. And I also trusted that this offense, even if they gave up a touchdown, could still get it back. As you can see, he started using his running backs a lot more, starting to run off tackle, run outside. But I was still just waiting for him to make mistakes like right here, making it 3rd and 2. That could have been picked off by 2 defenders there, but we ended up knocking it out for a 3rd and 2 here. But in this situation on this drive, we could hold them to 3 to make it a 1-point game. I felt very confident. But I really wanted the turnover. I wanted to get pressure on him here. Kind of sat back there though, just in case he did pass, and Tyndall ended up getting the 6 yards here. But ended up turning to nothing, a turnover there, but then we gave the ball right back to him. And the camera switch kind of saved the touchdown there. But yeah, we ended up getting a pick, and then I kind of messed it up there. I kind of reflex pitched it, expecting him to crash in, but he played out. Because we had big yards with DTR there on the option, but now he did make us pay on the turnover there, even though Nussmeier did have 3 interceptions at this point. Tyndall eventually turns and spins and falls his way into the end zone, and for the first time in this game, we are down 21-16. But like I said, I was not worried because Charbonnet was absolutely owning this Tiger defense, as you see him get 27 here off of the nice little juke move there. And then the next play, he sits wide open on the out route, gets the ball, makes a man miss, makes another man miss there, gets inside the 20, down inside the 15, a 28-yard reception. And we decided to speed it up here, try to catch him off guard a little bit. Both backs are in the game. As you see, DTR passed for 113 yards on 9 of 14 passing. Keegan Jones gets the giant hold to make it 1st and goal inside of the 5. And once again, we're inside the 1. And this time we give it to Keegan Jones, who scores and gives us the lead. And late in the 3rd here, 3rd and 7, we ended up bad pass again from Mack, interception by Kirkwood, and that would take us into the 4th quarter, 23-21 lead. And then unfortunately, since we do play on an emulator and the new game is not out yet, the game ended up freezing here. And as you can see, as it played out, kind of just was telling, kind of figuring out what to do now. We had admins, and me and Matt were talking back and forth. And what we were going to do is pretty much replay the 1st quarter as the 4th quarter and then keep track of the score. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we were going to do, and that's what we ended up doing. Yeah, here we are in the 1st/4th quarter with the ball. We're currently up 23-21. DTR takes a big hit there to make it 2nd and 6. We end up getting completion to make it 3rd and 3, and then DTR again gets enough for the 1st. And at this point, we have the lead. We're going to run our game plan, which is run the ball down their throats, waste clock, and eventually make them use all the timeouts. But right here, no one's open, and DTR is going to use his legs again, gets down inside the 45 of LSU territory. And DTR's legs were a big contributing factor to this game as well, along with Charbonnet and Keegan Jones in here and there. And speaking of Charbonnet, doing what he does best, bouncing off of tacklers, getting 12 yards and a 1st down. And each run, each first down is just more and more clock being taken off. We drop back here. We find Cam Brown on the drag, gets a first inside the 20, 15 yards there. And pretty much, I kind of get nervous when the game freezes because you never know how the game's going to go now that the momentum is gone. But we did keep it up here. DTR rolling out and Jake Bobo wide open in the end zone to give us a touchdown and extend our lead. At this point, I believe it is 30-21 because we ended up taking the extra point to make it a 7-0 in his first. So it's 30-21 here. LSU needing a score and a stop just to get back in this game and possibly win it. He gets Thomas Jr. here on the outpost route, and he ends up doing it, goes back to the outpost route, and that was just killing our zone. But at this point in the game, I didn't want to go man to get beat over the top. I wanted him to keep wasting clock even if he scored. Here, 1st and 10, you see me dropping everybody back. We're protecting the end zone, protecting the pass, making him waste clock. He goes over and Ncaa actually gets the interception, but he steps out. So he allowed to keep the ball here. Goes down to Malik Neighbors on the curl route. We hold him up, make it 3rd and 1. We know this is 2-down territory. He goes into the no huddle, trying to find just anything because we're not really giving them deep down the field, which is completely the plan here. But 3rd and 1, you see him kind of make moves here and there. I'm adjusting as well. And we take away everything, and Blaylock just gets confused there on the post. He completes it, and then he caps off the drive with the read option with Nussmeier to make this a 30-28 game. So the game is nowhere near over. The offense needs to put this game away, and DTR avoids Wingo, breaks out of a go sack, and ends up getting 8 yards on the run. DTR stepping up in the clutch here for us, and then Charbonnet running over defender, getting 6 yards, keeping the clock ticking, moving it down the field. We're in the pistol here, as you can see, just wasting clock, trying to get it under 2 minutes, letting the play clock run down. 7, 6, 5. I think we hike it with like 2 seconds left, 2 or 1 seconds. Yeah, 2 seconds left. Hands it off to Keegan Jones. Keegan Jones gets the first all the way down to close to midfield here. And at this point, I believe Mac started to feel a little bit helpless here. It is 3rd and 11 here. If he gets this stop, the DTR dots up Loya, and Loya gets inside the 25, almost to the 20, 30 yards on the reception. And if that didn't put the game away, this play here definitely did. Kashmir Allen outrunning the LSU defenders all the way to the end zone for a 19-yard touchdown. DTR 2nd on the day, and both coming into this 4th quarter to put this game away, 37-28. He does get the deep ball here to Brian Thomas. That man was just bullying us all game, but that was it. We do get the win, 37-28, and we do get the dub to start off 1-0.